Hey everyone, welcome back to Offbeat Motors. I'm Corey, and today we're going to be doing a review on a Wolfbox G900 Tripro.
Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way.
So before we get into this, let me tell you why I did it. Since I put the rack and the roof top tent on, the rearview mirror that comes stock in the Jeep is pretty much worthless. There's a sliver, and by a sliver I mean just a sliver, that you can see behind you. So what I did is I went and picked up a Wolfbox G900 Tripro. Now this is a digital rear view camera. It is a dash cam and it is a bumper cam or a trail cam, however you want to look at it. So see right here, the dash cam is 4K, the rear camera is 2.5K, and it's 1080p for the bumper camera. So this comes with just about everything you need. What I did have to buy separately though is the Jeep specific mount, which replaces the arm that comes down and the mirror actually hooks to. Now you don't have to get that. It does come with these rubber things so that you could hook them up to it, and it just goes around the back of your existing rear view mirror, so it mounts that way without having to buy any extra things. But I wanted it to look as seamless as possible, so I went with the special mount. So here in the back is where I mounted the rear view camera. It's right there. I just drilled a couple holes and put some tappers in there, and this is where it's mounted, and it's worked out pretty good. It stays dry, so like when it rains, I don't have to worry about a lot of rain getting on there, and so you know, seeing all the water drops and everything, because it's underneath the rooftop tent, and it gives you a wide angle view, so I can see cars that are like almost all the way over here and over here in the rearview mirror, whereas you couldn't see that with a regular one. And like I said before, that is a 2.5K camera. To run the wires, I just ran it up over here, I zip tied it along here and down this other existing harness that I have for my Auxbeam lights, and it goes right down through that plastic housing. That brings it right down through here on the bed, and then I have it routed up out of the way, all the way down the top of the frame, so when I'm off-roading nothing can snag it. It's protected pretty well. And then it comes up through the fender, and I tilted the windshield, and it goes in down here under the windshield, up the A-pillar and across. I'll show you the inside in just a second. For the bumper cam, I actually cut a section of the grill out right here and mounted it right here, kind of where the factory one would go. I found a bracket piece that I painted black. This is 1080p, and the wire, I ran it right along the front here, right down this fender, and like with the rear camera, I ran it right through here after I pulled the windshield forward. Let's go ahead and get inside the vehicle and check out everything from the inside. So here's the rear view camera system itself. The dash cam is on this side here. Let's see, right there is the dash cam. That's the 4K dash cam. And as you can see, you got the wires coming in. I had to run the wires all the way across under this plastic trim piece, and then it comes down through this. This is what I ordered to replace the factory one that was there. It's got a channel that goes here with a hole, and then it comes right, all the wires come through here, so they all go right up into here and along the dash. So right here's the power wire. I believe this is the rear camera. One of these is the front camera, and one of these is the GPS sensor. So it does have GPS, and the sensor is sitting right there. So let me go ahead and turn this on. Give it a second. It's going to take a second to boot up. And there it is, preparing the SD card. Now the one thing you want to remember, and you really should do before or right after installing it, is there is a memory card that goes in right here. Just a micro SD card. It came with it. I think it's 256 gigs. And take that card out and go on to Wolfbox's website and get the latest firmware update. Put it on the card and then plug the card back in, turn it on, After a couple of minutes, it's going to recognize it and ask you if you want to update, and you can go ahead and update. And then you'll have the latest firmware, which gets rid of some of the glitches and stuff. I didn't do that right off the bat, but I did it yesterday, and I haven't had a single glitch with it since. And I've had this put in here for probably a month or so. So on boot up, you can see it's showing all three. This is the dash cam, the bumper cam, and the rear view cam with my messy garage. You can cycle. You can leave them up like this, or you can cycle them. A couple ways you can cycle them is you can swipe. There's the rear cam, swipe again. There's the bumper cam, swipe again. And there is the dash cam. And it's continuously recording. And right here's your GPS, and it also tells you your how fast you're going. You got your time and date and stuff like that. So, and then one more swipe and you're back to it. The other ways, hit this button right here, and you can cycle through. The other cool thing is there's voice commands that you can do. Let me bring this up. So these are all the voice commands that you can do. So one of the ones that you can do that I often use is I will use show rear camera. There's rear camera. Show dash cam. Or show front camera. And that's your dash cam. Now it does not have voice activation for the trail cam or bumper cam, but that's okay. The other cool thing with the rear view camera and the bumper cam is right from here, you can touch right here, you can slide up and down and adjust it digitally without having to go out and physically adjust it, which comes in really handy. I use this quite a bit with the trail cam to see what's in front of me when I'm out on the trail, and you can get right down there. And I can see right there's the bumper. So you can see quite a bit directly in front of you on the ground. And then you can just bring it back up. So yeah, this is pretty cool. Also, when you install it, if it looks like the image is backwards, they actually have settings in here to flip it or mirror it and flip it up and down, so you can get the, based upon how you have the camera set up, you can get it oriented properly. So that's pretty cool. And this is all the things that it has for the settings that you can change. You set your time zone and everything else. Flicker, because we're in the US, I'm using 50 hertz, and it gets rid of the LED flickers on the cars that are behind me. And it's pretty cool. It's worked out pretty good. And I am actually very pleased with this. Now, the one drawback, and this probably isn't going to be, and this is probably not going to be in all vehicles, but particularly the Jeep Gladiator that I have and the Wrangler is probably where you're going to see this. This rear view camera, the actual LCD screen, it is larger than the factory rear view mirror that came with the vehicle. So you can move the sun visor on the passenger side perfectly fine, flip it down. On the driver side, there is one motion that you can't do. You can't just reach up and flip it down, see, without doing that. So that is a drawback. Now, you can take it off, move the camera, flip it, kind of, there we go, get it so that it actually goes down. But that's doing a lot. It just sucks that you can't just flip it down, but it is nice having the larger screen and being able to see everything. So it's a trade-off, I guess, and I'm willing to live with it because I didn't really use the driver's sun visor that often. My wife did, so that she could use the mirror. So I guess if you want to look at it one way, is it is a safety device, because with me having this, when my wife is driving this, she can't flip this down, flip open the mirror, and start doing her makeup swerving down the road, making the road safer. So I guess that's one way to look at it. But anyway, that is the Wolfbox. I've been using it for a month now. I've taken it out on trails, and everything else with me. And the front camera has come in clutch on some of those trails. Make sure I place on rocks, clear rocks, and everything else. So I highly recommend this. I'll have a link down in the description. It'll be an Amazon affiliate link for this. So if you're interested in it, if you buy it off of Amazon using my affiliate link, I'll get like 10 cents, maybe, if that. Probably not. I think it's only like 3%, not even. But I'll get a couple pennies for it, which can go a long ways on a low budget channel like myself. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you guys later. I'm in the process of editing my day 2 video for King of the Off-Road, so that should be coming shortly after this video. But I wanted to do this review because I posted about it on Facebook and there was some questions, so I figured I'd just do a video on it to do a review and show you guys what I think about it, since I have been using it. So catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.